In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 NBA games happening on October 18, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Philadelphia 76ers versus Boston Celtics. The Philadelphia 76ers and Boston Celtics meet Tuesday in NBA action at the TD Garden. The Philadelphia 76ers have won each of their last 3 regular season openers. The Boston Celtics have won 5 of their last 8 regular season openers. The Philadelphia 76ers won 51 games last year and entered the 3rd season under coach Doc Rivers. The 76ers bring back pretty much the same roster, but added power forward PJ Tucker for extra defense and intensity. Montrezl Harrell was also a nice bench pickup, as he adds depth at center and is a big body to back up Joel Embiid. The 76ers season truly comes down to which version of James Harden they get. Harden has become more of a facilitator since leaving the Rockets, and he needs to tap more into his scoring bag if Philly is going to become a legit title contender. The 76ers have the pieces to come out of the East, but they need their shooting guard to return to all-star form. The Philadelphia 76ers will be coming into this season with expectations of a deep playoff run after a disappointing season. Joel Embiid led the team with an MVP-caliber season and averaged 31 points, 11.7 rebounds, and 4.2 assists per game. Tyrese Maxey had a breakout season with averages of 17.5 points and 4.3 assists per game. Tobias Harris averaged 17 points and 6.8 rebounds per game, while James Harden averaged 21 points and 10.5 assists in the 21 regular season games he played. As a team, the 76ers scored an average of 110 points per game while shooting 46.6% from the field and 36.4% from the three-point line. In terms of players to watch out for, PJ Tucker should be a perfect fit for the 76ers along with Montrezl Harrell, who are both great new additions, but their success will rely heavily on how Harden plays after a down season. The Boston Celtics enter the season as the betting favorite to win the NBA title, but there's obvious question marks now. Coach Ime Udoka is suspended for the year, and Joe Mazzulla will take over as interim coach. At 34 years old, an assistant with the Celtics since 2019. The only head coaching experience Mazzulla has is 2 years with Fairmont State. Take away that fiasco, and the Celtics look great on paper. The nucleus that led the Celtics to the finals last year in Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum, and Al Horford are back. The Celtics also added a key piece in Malcolm Brogdon, who can play either guard spot. The health of Robert Williams III is the X factor, as the talented center dealt with knee issues last year and will be out 2 to 3 months after a recent operation. Roster-wise, the Celtics are as balanced as it gets in the league. The concern is the coaching situation that blew up out of nowhere. The Boston Celtics will be looking to return to the bright lights of the NBA Finals after falling just short to the Warriors in 6 games last season. Jason Tatum led the team with averages of 27 points, 8 rebounds, and 4.4 assists per game. Jaylen Brown averaged 24 points, 6.1 rebounds, and 3.5 assists per game. Marcus Smart averaged 12 points with 5.9 assists per game, while Al Horford averaged 10 points and 7.7 rebounds per game. As a team, the Celtics scored 112 points per game while shooting 46.6% from the field and 35.6% from the three-point line. The Celtics are coming back into the season with almost an identical roster except for Malcolm Brogdon, who should play a pivotal role off the bench, but they have had to deal with plenty of controversy given their sudden coaching change. Looking at the betting trends, the 76ers are 3-12 to 1 against the spread in their last 16 road games and 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games playing on 3 or more days rest. The Celtics are 23-11 to 3 against the spread in their last 37 games playing on 3 or more days rest, and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 5-1 in the last 6 meetings in Boston, and the 76ers are 7-1 against the spread in the last 8 meetings overall. Philadelphia is happy to be free of the Ben Simmons saga. Last year, it dragged down the team, and by the time they made the trade to bring in James Harden, it was too late to make the most out of the move, even though they won their first playoff series. This year they are hoping his pairing with Joel Embiid will yield better results and perhaps push Embiid to finally get the MVP award. He has finished second to Nikola Jokic 2 years in a row. I like the moves they made to bring in PJ Tucker and D'Anthony Melton, and they should be better defensively this season, though Tucker is questionable for the opener as this video is being made. Boston has had a rough offseason. After showing so much promise in making the NBA Finals a year ago, the Celtics have had to endure losing free agent acquisition Danilo Gallinari for the season to injury and the suspension of coach Ime Udoka, who was critical to their team turnaround in January last season. This is still a very talented group, but they are light up front with big man Robert Williams out to start the season. They might have the best collection of wings though, especially with Malcolm Brogdon added this offseason. The Celtics should still be good this season, but it might take them a while to get going. It is the first game of the season and the Celtics are small favorites at home, which makes sense. These teams finished tied at the top of the Atlantic last season, with Boston taking the division title thanks to tiebreakers. Boston and Philly split their 4 games during the regular season, and in all 4 the home team was favored by 3 or fewer points, so this line is in line with that. The Celtics will be eager to start off their season with a win at home after losing in the NBA Finals and then dealing with all that coaching drama, but they will be shorthanded as Robert Williams III is expected to sit out until at least December. The 76ers look to have a stronger squad with the additions of Harrell and Tucker, but they're going to need better production from Harden after playing just 21 games last season. Philadelphia is a veteran team with a veteran coach, so starting fast makes sense to me. They are a nice value taking the points to start the year. This should be a close one, but with the Celtics still missing Williams, I'll lean towards the 76ers to pull off the minor upset on the road. So the Philadelphia 76ers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Picking totals is tougher for a first game of the season because we don't really know if there are any firm stylistic changes to be aware of. It's even harder when there is a new coach, though Boston seems likely to do a lot of the same stuff. Last year, in the 4 games between these teams, we saw 2 unders and 2 overs. The unders came in the first games they played and the overs came later in the season. I am leaning into that trend with an understanding that both of these teams are going to value defense throughout the year, and I don't see Boston getting away from it. Philadelphia has got better on that end of the floor, and even though the Celtics are missing their defensive anchor in Williams, their principles should hold. Also, it is the first game of the year, so I am not expecting max minutes from the top scorers on either side, which helps the under as well. First games can be a little sloppy, and I am erring more on the side of missed shots than open paths to the basket. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Lakers versus Golden State Warriors. The Los Angeles Lakers and Golden State Warriors meet Tuesday in NBA action at the Chase Center. The Los Angeles Lakers have lost each of their last 5 regular season openers. The Golden State Warriors have lost 4 of their last 6 regular season openers. The Los Angeles Lakers are coming off a 33-win season and enter the 8th year under coach Darvin Ham. The Lakers return their veteran trio of Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. However, the Lakers' success comes down to their depth and role players. A healthy Kendrick Nunn gives the Lakers a scoring punch, while Patrick Beverley provides defense and an attitude the Lakers missed a year ago. Dennis Schroeder coming back after a 1-year hiatus should make the Lakers better as well. The star power gets all the attention for the Lakers, but it takes a team effort to survive in the West. The Lakers need other players outside of their big 3 to step up if this season will be different. The Los Angeles Lakers will have their eyes set on returning to the NBA playoffs after winning just 33 games last season to miss out on the play-in. LeBron James led the team with averages of 30 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 6.2 assists per game. Anthony Davis averaged 23 points, 9.9 rebounds, and 3.1 assists per game. Russell Westbrook averaged 18.5 points, 7.4 rebounds, and 7.1 assists per game, while Malik Monk averaged 14 points per game. As a team, the Lakers scored 112 points per game while shooting 46.9% from the field and 34.7% from the three-point line. Continuity was a major problem last season as the Lakers were almost never completely healthy. James played 56 games while Davis played just 40 games, but there is just so much room for improvement if they can just stay on the court together. The Golden State Warriors return the nucleus that led them to a 5th NBA title since the 2014 to 2015 season. Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, and Draymond Green are the players who will be asked to do the heavy lifting yet again. Jordan Poole hopes to build on his breakout season, while the health of James Wiseman would only make Golden State that much scarier. The addition of Dante DiVincenzo is key off the bench, as he was a productive player in Milwaukee when healthy. Gary Payton II and Otto Porter are the 2 players the Warriors lost who will be missed. but the Warriors should be fine with their returning production. The league is better than it was a few months ago, but there's no reason why the Warriors shouldn't be able to make another run at a championship. The Golden State Warriors will be looking to repeat after winning yet another NBA championship. Stephen Curry led the team with averages of 25.5 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 6.3 assists per game. Klay Thompson averaged 20.5 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 2.8 assists per game. Jordan Poole averaged 18.5 points and 4 assists per game, while Andrew Wiggins averaged 17 points and 4.5 rebounds per game. As a team, the Warriors scored 111 points per game while shooting 46.9% from the field and 36.4% from the three-point line. The Warriors didn't make too many moves in the offseason, and they are returning as a stronger unit as James Wiseman could have a big season. Looking at the betting trends, the Lakers are 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games following an against the spread loss, and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games after allowing 125 points in their previous game. The Warriors are 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 home games and 8-3-1 against the spread in their last 12 games, playing on 3 or more days rest. Head-to-head, the over is 4-0 in the last 4 meetings overall, and the Lakers are 5-2 against the spread in the last 7 meetings in Golden State. Even though the Lakers are likely to struggle again this year, the Warriors always get up for LeBron because they remember the rivalry they with him in Cleveland. Curry looked great in the preseason, as did Wiseman, and the Warriors returned their core from last year. Golden State brought back nearly their entire roster from last year's championship team, while the Lakers come into this game dealing with multiple injuries, a new coach, and many new faces. Dennis Schroeder is dealing with a finger injury, and Westbrook hurt his hamstring at the end of the regular season. The status of both for the season opener is in doubt. Golden State enters the season opener with no significant injuries. Despite the drama surrounding the Warriors after the altercation and tape release surrounding Green and Poole, Golden State looked good in the preseason, and the defending champs returned nearly their entire roster from last year. The Warriors are an older team now with Curry, Thompson, and Green all in their 30s, but that won't be an issue early in the season. The Lakers just traded for Beverly, and this team has a lot of new faces that will have to figure out their roles in a new system with first-time head coach Darvin Ham in charge now. The Lakers will be eager to kick off their season with a bang, and a win over the Warriors would certainly qualify, but the Warriors have opened as deserved favorites, and they look like an even stronger team despite the recent altercation between Draymond Green and Jordan Poole. The Warriors were able to win last season without Wiseman and Thompson for most of the season, and they look so much stronger with them back in the lineup and healthy. The Warriors are the much better roster, and Golden State has far more continuity as well. Plus, the Lakers struggled to space the floor because of their lack of shooting and failed to address that adequately in the offseason. The Warriors are 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 home games, and I believe that trend continues here as Curry leads the Warriors to a W on ring night. So the Golden State Warriors to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Lakers and Warriors are both older teams, but that won't be an issue at the beginning of the season. And the Lakers will likely take time to improve defensively from last year's disastrous season. The Warriors were a top offensive team when healthy last year, and Thompson should be better this year in his second coming back from major injuries. Golden State's speed and shooting on the perimeter should be an issue for the Lakers. Even though the Warriors were the third-ranked defense in the NBA last year, Golden State did struggle with size inside, and Davis will be healthy to start the season. LeBron's ability to finish inside should an issue for Golden State as well, since Wiseman is likely to see limited minutes in his first regular season game in a while, and James usually plays his best in the regular season in prime-time games like this one. The preseason game between these teams finished with a total of 245 points. The 4 regular season meetings last year all finished over this projected total of 227.5 points. The biggest issue the Lakers had last season was their defense, and if we are to judge them by their preseason games, that hasn't improved a ton under new head coach Darvin Ham. Russell Westbrook is still a defensive liability, and the Warriors will know how to exploit that. Luckily for the Lakers, after the addition of Dennis Schroeder and Patrick Beverly, plus with a recovered Kendrick Nunn, they have plenty of offensive weapons to counter with. Expect this game to finish in the low 230s. Both teams prefer to play fast, with the Warriors' best lineup featuring Draymond Green at the center position. This should be a higher scoring game. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video. whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.